Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video game collection video for me, Gors the Movie Guide. Yes, I know the name doesn't fit the video theme, but whatever, I like everything. So, I am here to show you my PlayStation 2 video game collection. I am really excited to share this because it's been a little while since I said that I was going to do this collection video. So hopefully you've been excited. If you're new and you're watching this just because you like watching video game collections, then welcome. Hope you like it. Let's get into this because I have over 200 games to show you. I know that's not the biggest collection on YouTube. I'm sure my 360 video I did a few months ago isn't the biggest collection on YouTube. I'm sure someone has over 1,000 360 games. I only have I only have a very small amount. I only have 500. So small, minuscule. You know. But if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. It's long, but if you like collection videos, go check it out. It was a good video. I liked it. I like doing it. So I like showing off what I got. It's just something I do. Now, also one thing that is different from this in the 360 video is that my layout's a little different. So you can't tell how many games I have. Well, I have a little table supporting all of the games I have on the PS2. It's a pretty strong little table, but it's about, you can't even see, like pretty much to where my knees are right now is where the table is holding all the games. So all the way up until you get pretty much to my neck, I'm a big man, so that's a lot. So yeah, let's get into it. I also have disc-only games, which I'm counting because they're still PS2 games. So you can still count those. You know, I know a lot of people will be like, you shouldn't count, dude. You're doing full games. You shouldn't count. No, they're still PS2 games, so they count. Like, why shouldn't they count? I'm just clearing off my desk so I can put all this stuff on there when I'm done showing it. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the biggest game I have in my collection so I don't keep everybody in suspense until the end. I'm just going to show it straight off the bat. Let's get this thing started. Rule of Rose for the PlayStation 2. I got this at a yard sale for $3. One of the rarest, if not the rarest, PS2 game out there. And if this game was new, shit. But it's not. It's used. I got it for $3 at a yard sale. So actually, it was a kind of a thrift store, but they call themselves a yard sale. It's an indoor yard sale. It doesn't make sense. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I got it for $3. I took that sticker off immediately because I was just like, I need to keep this in great condition. I cleaned off the box. I spit shined it. You know, I shined it with its shoes. I did everything. I made this look nicer than I got it when I first. It looks nice now. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you go. The first one is Rule of Rose. I'm going to put that to the side. I don't want anything crushing that. Everything else can go get crushed. I don't give a shit. But I still have some really good stuff here. So I know some people are like, oh, that's the best thing. I'm going to tune out. But no, I still got some good stuff here. Alright. Next is Spy Hunter for the PS2. Great game. My first PS2 game ever. So that's actually a perfect way to start off besides Rule of Rose. This isn't my original copy, but it's the first game I owned on a PS2. I got that, then I got GTA 3. I love Spy Hunter. That was a great game. The Sims. It's The Sims. I like it. I bought it when I was younger. Not my original copy, but you're not going to see a lot of original copies here. I've had some of these games for years, but maybe a couple are original copies. Meaning, if you don't know what I mean by original copies, meaning it's the first version of that game I owned. And it's still in my possession. Next is Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild. You know what? I just figured I should do this, actually. Let me move more games up here so you can see some games up there. Makes it look better. Here you go. Here's a little highlight of what you're going to get. Put one right here. And then I'll start taking from the back here because there's multiple rows. Okay, next is Resident Evil Dead Aim, which is the first Resident Evil game in my collection for the PS2. Next is Scarface, The World Is Yours, the video game. Great game. Really love this game. Also, by the way, Dead Aim is a decent little game. I haven't played too much of it. But it's an alright game. With the Guncom, it's probably better. Or Guncon? Is it Guncon or Guncom? I think it's Guncom. But Guncon, I had it right the second time. Guncon 2. With that, it's probably better, but I only play it with the actual analog sticks. But anyway, Scarface is great as well. This is a great little game. I was worried about this when it first was announced. I was like, uh-oh, is it going to just be a GTA clone? But it was actually, it was more than that, and I appreciated that they actually gave a shit about the license. Next is actually a game I've had probably the longest longer than any game here. This is Disaster Report, a game that I bought mainly on word of mouth from my friends because I guess they heard about it on a web show, or not a web show, not a web show, a TV show like I guess G4 or Judgment Day or one of those, or X-Play is what I meant to say first. And they told me, oh, this is a game, you have to survive, you have to drink water, you have to protect this girl, there's like earthquakes and stuff. I was like immediately interested because that sounds interesting to me. And I played it, I bought it when it was, it's ripped off the sticker, but it's an old sticker, I don't know if you could tell. It's an old box. I've had it for at least 10 years. And yeah, this is a great game. I absolutely love it. It's one of the most underrated games on the PS2. I highly recommend this game. It has pretty cheesy voice acting, but it has a survival horror element that is very original considering there's no zombies, there's no mutant things, like in The Thing or whatever. There's no vampires, there's nothing like that. It's just the world getting trashed by earthquakes and stuff. And it's pretty scary. Just out of nowhere, an earthquake or a boulder will just, well, not boulder, like a building will topple down and you have to actually run. Next is Medal of Honor Frontline. Great game. Have nothing to say about that. Just great game. Opens with the oh my god. It opens with, what the hell? From Storm the Beaches of Normandy. There you go. Thank you. I couldn't freaking, ugh. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Next is NFL Street 2. Never played it. I got it at a yard sale for like $1. Whatever. Add it to the collection. Next is Kingdom Hearts 2. I never played Kingdom Hearts 2. I did play 1, and I did like it when it first came out, but I never played this one. So, I don't know. Heard it's good. Me, personally, I don't mind the cheesy voice acting, or, well, actually, I remember the voice acting being pretty decent. I don't even mind the cheesy, like, characters, or just the overly anime style of the characters. I don't mind that myself. I know a lot of people don't like that in that series, but me, I don't mind it. MDK2, which is a great little shooter game. I highly recommend it. Wow, 98% a must-buy. Look at that. Go buy it. I mean, it's been out for 15 years almost. 14 years. So go check it out. Next is The Sims 2 Castaway, which is actually something I just bought today as I'm recording this. What day is it? It's like the 23rd, I think, of August. Another game I bought today was The Muppets Party Cruise. They're selling it for like $1. I was just like, I'll add it to the collection. And I think also, yeah, this is the one that actually, they gave me an extra game. They gave me Madden 07 for the PS2. But the Muppet game is in there. So, there you go. Alright. Next is Crash Twinsanity, which is actually the second copy of this game I have. Just bought this today. They only wanted $1 for it. I forgot that I owned it already, so I bought it. I probably would have bought it either way, just to have another copy. It goes for like a good $10, so, you know, get it for $1. I don't know what the hell this is. Konami Kids Playground Alphabet Circus. I don't even remember buying that. Is that even in there? Yeah, it's in there. There you go. Look at that. Mint shape. Yeah. So, probably the best game on PS2. Next is Family Guy, the video game, which I got at a Savers. That's a thrift store near my house. And I also got the Italian Job, the game, from the same place. It says it right on the back, Savers. The Family Guy video game, I remember not really liking that much. Even though that was back when I really liked Family Guy. That was back when I thought, I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought Family Guy was really good. But, yeah. I didn't like the game. Next is my first copy of Devil May Cry. I do have I think 2 more, or 1 more? I can't remember. I have a couple of copies of Devil May Cry for some reason. This one I got at a thrift store as well. So there you go. I think I put all my thrift store stuff, like, together. You know, let's start off on a different row then, if that's going to be the case. This one I have to open because you can't see it from the freaking shitty GameStop case. This is Manhunt 2. Like I said, it's in the GameStop case. I'm pretty sure this one's in great condition. I feel like I got one of these games from GameStop. Like, it was like one of the last PS2 games they were selling, because they don't sell PS2 games anymore. It was like years ago. I remember buying one. I'm like, oh, this is like one of the last ones. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I actually got this at a yard sale. Never mind, screw it. Never mind. I got it for $1. Okay, next. SOCOM 2, and as you can see, SOCOM 3 is right here, and I also got SOCOM 1 right here. Great series of games. Hopefully they get like a HD remaster or a new game, because the fourth one was definitely not up to par from what I've heard. I never played it. I was just disappointed. Okay, this is a GameCube game. Don't know why that's here. That's Resident Evil 0. Don't count that. Don't know why it's there. Thought I might as well show it though. Alright, next is Final Fantasy X, which I also have 10-2 somewhere here, but 10, I bought this when it first came out, like a little bit after, I think, yeah, a little bit after I got my PS2, and I loved it when I first played it. Now, I have no idea. I haven't played since. It's been a very long time. But from what I've heard, the characters now, considering who I am today, just hearing how they really are, just, you know, because I hear a lot of people say, oh, I hate Titus, I hate Yuna, all those people. I probably won't like the characters in this game, but who knows, maybe I will. I'll never play it again, most likely. I don't have the time. So next is MX Rider, which is another game I've actually owned for a long time. This game is actually really fun. It's one of the better MX motocross games out there. I actually highly recommend it if you do like that style of game and you don't mind playing older games. Talk about older games that you definitely should play. The Mark of Cree. This game is great. Adventure game, very bloody. Has a great style to it. Love this game. It has good stealth too, which is perfect for me because I like stealth. And in this day and age, every game has to have like some sort of stealth. Like, I feel like every game has at least like one stealth mission or has a stealth mechanic that you can utilize or something. There's a lot of stealth. Stealth. Alright, next is Madden 2004, which is actually a copy I've owned since probably 2006. I'm pretty sure that's in there, right? Yeah, it is. So this is a copy I've owned for a very long time. You can tell because it's really dirty. I used to actually play Madden games. I played this 2003 and 2005 and I stopped. So I was into Madden. I wasn't even really a big fan of football, I just liked the games. Next is SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. This is another game I've had for years, probably since it came out. No, that's not true because, look, used. I don't remember when I bought this, but I played this a lot. I wouldn't even be surprised if this disc is, like, unplayable. Wow, it's actually in good condition. Look at that shit. I used to play Elimination Chamber, and the one game mode I would play it all the time in this, and if you played this, you'd probably agree, most likely. The General Manager mode in this was awesome, because you can make your own matches, and you get to, like, get your own superstars. Like, at the beginning, you could pick either Raw or SmackDown, and you can actually, like, draft your own guys, like John Cena, Batista, all of them, and, like, you know, the two main characters on the box, I guess, or two main guys on the box. And I love that mode because you can get to make your own matches, your own rivalries. You can make people suck if you want, or you can make people that used to suck be good and stuff. It was just awesome. I loved it. And your matches got rated on how well they were with the audience. It was just a lot of fun. I love this game. I wish they brought General Manager mode back, but sadly, all they want to do is make buggy mess of games every year now. Whatever, and make it so that there's less and less gameplay or a game in there. Shadow of Rome, great game. This is very underrated, a highly entertaining gladiator game. This also has stealth. At least I remember it having stealth. Another Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Outbreak File number 2. I got this from 99 Gamers. Same thing with Dead Aim. 99 Gamers, great website. Shout out. Go check it out if you like trading your games with other people. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Next is a game I actually got for... it says $3, but I got it for $1 at a yard sale. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I do have the MGS HD collection, so if I ever do play this, it'll probably be on 360. But it's nice to have, because even though I don't play much MGS, I do really respect that series. I really do. Next is Headhunter, which is a game... this isn't my original copy again, but it's a game that I first rented and then I bought because I really liked. The beginning of the game starts off with like a motorcycle chase, and I played that beginning about, I don't know, about 200 times because I freaking loved it. It was such a good beginning to that game, and I just kept playing that part. I was just like, I love this. This is so good. I don't remember the rest of the game, but I remember it being pretty good. So Headhunter, and there is also a sequel, which I think I have. I think. I think it's called Redemption. Next is Gun, which is a game I beat maybe about 25 times. Going back to how I talked about Headhunter, where I played the beginning of that game about 200 times. This I played the entire game around 25 times, and that's not a joke. Headhunter, maybe that's a little, maybe more like 50 or 40 times, and the beginning's only like 10 minutes long, so I'll just keep doing that over and over again. But if I'm just bored, I'll be like, I'll play the beginning of this game again. It's so good. But Gun is so, I love this game. I really do, because now, 10 years later, it probably wouldn't look like much. It probably wouldn't even play like much. It probably wouldn't be good, today's standards. But 10 years ago when this first came out, I absolutely loved the style, the look, the gunplay, all the characters, the voice acting, the story. It was short. It didn't have a big open world, but it had a great... It did enough with that open world and that story to make me really love this. There's some bullshit boss battles, though. I will admit that. The last one with Magruder, the bad guy, voiced by Lance Henriksen, is bullshit. But I love this game. Gun is great. Next is I got do I have the other one? It's somewhere here. I don't have all these organized, which sucks. But got Grand Theft Auto 3 and San Andreas. This is not my only copies of this game. I usually find these games all the time. If there's PS2 games at a yard sale or a thrift store, it's usually these games. And if they're in good enough condition and they're cheap enough, I always buy them because they're great games. And for some reason, you can't have enough Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. I just, if they're cheap enough, like 50 cents, $1. I think I got both of these for like $2 each a long time ago. These are like the oldest versions of this game I have, I guess you could say, or oldest copies of the games I have. So there you go. Next, this is another Resident Evil game, but it's not in there. Oops. It was Resident Evil Code Veronica X. I do have it. You just have to trust me, I guess. Whoops! 2 fuck-ups so far with a GameCube and no game. Alright, next is The Godfather the Game, which is, I have on 360. Great game. I played it on PS2. I never really played it on 360. I did actually try to play it on 360, but I was just like, I have other games. I don't know why I even tried. Like, I had other games to play, and I was like, let's play Godfather. I don't know why I did this. This is a long-ass game. Why would I do this? I'll just watch the movies again, even though they don't really tell... From what I remember, I don't think the Godfather game tells the exact same story. I think you play as a different character, I think? I can't remember. But anyway... Whatever. Next is The Getaway Black Monday, which is the sequel to The Getaway, which was a great game, I thought. And this one, I remember not being as great, but I really, really liked. I liked both Getaway, and I think I really liked this one as well. I wouldn't consider it a GTA clone. It has a lot of differences, but it has a lot of similarities as well. Great series. I wish it came back, but I don't think it did well. Obviously, it did well enough to get a sequel, though. Talk about great games. You got Fugitive Hunter. Yeah. Fun fact here, when Osama bin Laden tragically passed away. No, when he died, I actually did play this game again. I was even considering doing a Let's Play of it just because of that, but I didn't. I played it a little bit just so I could beat the shit out of him. In this game, you can beat the shit out of Osama bin Laden. That's not a joke. You can beat the shit out of him. I wish I could show you his face, but it's freaking covered up with a sticker. Can I show him on here? Of course it doesn't have the manual. Well, anyway, you just gotta trust me. Go look it up. I'm sure that's on YouTube. There's no way that is not on YouTube. But, anyway, next is Ultimate Board Game Collection. Board games, so I've never played this, but I got it for pretty cheap from a seller on 99 Gamers. So there you go. Next is Total Overdose, a game that is very underrated. Highly recommend this. A very fun Robert Rodriguez style a video game. Really, really fun. I really enjoyed this game. Has a lot of great combat and gameplay. And funny writing, I remember that. Also, it comes with a game I can't wait for. Tomb Raider Legends, the demo. Oh man, I can't wait until that comes out. Oh wait, no, that already came out. Shit. Alright, next game, another compilation of games. Midway Arcade Treasures #1. This one includes stuff like one of my favorite games, Smash TV, Rampart, Gauntlet, the original, Spy Hunter, the original, Root Beer Tapper, I didn't know that was in there, Sinistar, 720, Marble Madness, that's a good game, Robotron 2084, and Paperboy, and Rampage. Good stuff. Next is another game I've actually owned for a long time. Metal Arms, a glitch in the system, or I'm sorry, Metal Arms Glitch in the System. This is actually a really fun little platformer shooter action game. I think it was mildly successful. I remember people talking about this game when it first came out, and oh yeah, I forgot there was co-op in this game. Oh, really? Okay. There was actually like deathmatch multiplayer where you can only play up to 2 people, but that was interesting. I didn't know that, or I don't remember that. I probably played it, but it's been a while. Next is my first copy of Resident Evil Outbreak. I do have another copy of this incomplete edition. Incomplete. Not complete edition. It has everything. Incomplete edition, just like that one. It has no fucking box. I mean, it has no original box. Next is Kill Switch, which is a game that touted its whole system around taking cover. It was like one of the first games to really use a cover system, which of course Gears of War would then master later on, like 2 years later, I think. 3 years later. And Kill Switch was easily forgotten. But you know what? I like Kill Switch. I like that it did that. I like that it actually tried to do something unique, but also keep it fairly familiar. So you have a little unique thing in there, but then you have your typical military war shooter. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. It was a fun game. I really liked this game. I remember really enjoying it, and I was like, this cover system, this is really going to take off. It's never going to get tiring. I was right. All games with cover systems are perfect. All of them, and they all do it well. Next is Burnout Dominator. Great Burnout game. Love me some Burnout. One of my favorite series. Next is Namco Museum 50th Anniversary Edition. Like, it's just another compilation game. It just has a bunch of Namco games. I'm sure you can figure out which ones. Pac-Man, all those. Next is Star Wars Starfighter, but no, it's not actually. It's actually, because the guy sent me the wrong game, Star Wars Jedi Fighter, which is another game which I heard is actually better, and actually, you know, if you actually bought that game over this game, it would actually cost more, so I got a better deal. But now I have to look for the case for Jedi Starfighter, and I have to look for the actual Starfighter game. So, I have both complete. Or just say screw it. I don't need to collect every game. Alright, so next, The Bouncer. Remember this game? Me too. It was mediocre, but I remember thinking the cutscenes were very, very nice, and I don't know if they still are. I'm looking at the back; they don't look so nice, but yeah, that was like one of the first PS2 games out there, one of the first Square Enix ones. Wow, 2000? Whoa, 2000! This game came out 2000. Oh, so yeah, I guess the graphics are pretty damn good considering. I just remember this game having a really dumb twist. And I won't say anything, but it's about this girl right here. I remember that being a really dumb twist. That's it. If you played it, you know what I'm talking about. Next is Blitz the League. Great game, great football game. There's hookers as strippers. Now they're hookers. If you play this game, the strippers are hookers. That's what they're dressed as. That's most likely what they are. You can destroy someone's nuts in this, and it would like do an X-ray shot of his nuts exploding. That's a big thing about this. It would show X-ray shots, kind of like how the new Mortal Kombat games do that, where you break someone's neck and it just shows an X-ray. Same thing with this, except you get not only nut shots. I'm not sure if this game did it exactly. I think it might be the sequel that did it more, where your nuts would explode, but they would literally explode, and you just see, I think, like I don't know what kind of fluid. I'm not gonna say what it is, pee or jism glaze. I don't know, but it's something. It's a liquid that just like shoots out of the guy's nuts after they explode. After they get explode. So It's very graphic. This is a great game. So is the sequel, even though it's very janky. Next is 007 Nightfire, probably the best James Bond game next to GoldenEye, in my opinion. Great game, awesome multiplayer, and a great campaign. Love this game. Next is Spawn Armageddon. I love Spawn, but this game is mediocre. I don't think it's horrible. I remember the Violator fight was pretty annoying, but I'm sorry, I'm saying his name right, right? Violator? The clown guy in the movie. He turned into the Violator later. Violator later. I love Spawn as a character, just like the way he looks. I think he's a badass. Me personally, I collected the figures without even reading the comics. And I know a lot of people are going to get pissed at me, but I did watch the movie. It sucked. And I did watch the cartoon. That sucked too. But I like the character. I think he needs a movie befitting of his badassness. And that's complete, by the way. I don't know why I'm randomly showing some games complete and some not. I don't know. If I think about it, I'm just like, alright, let me show you. There we go. Next is Madden 09. I don't even remember getting this game. Dark Cloud. It's a great game. I really want Dark Cloud 2. I'm still looking for it. I'll find it. I swear to you. It's out there, and I will find it. Like X-Files, I will find the truth. I will find Dark Souls, yeah. Dark Cloud 2. But Dark Cloud 1's great as well. Dark Cloud 2 is just better. Next is, Area 51. For some reason I don't have the cover art. I remember having it. That's weird. But anyway, this game's great. I actually did play this a couple times. Really like this game. David Duchovny's in it. Marlon Manson plays a freaking alien. It's a lot of fun. Bloody, shooting, gameplay. I love it. I actually really like that game. Next is Ratchet Deadlocked, which is which was the first Ratchet and Clank game that I didn't absolutely fall in love with. Now, because all the other ones, like, well, the first three, I guess, because this is the fourth one, I'm pretty sure. Did the PSP version, PSP game come out before this? I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the first one I didn't immediately fall in love with, because I was like, I don't know, it's way more action-oriented. I'm not sure if I care for this, but then I played it more, and I was like, yeah, no, it's a great game. I love it. Like, all the other ones, I was immediately like, this is great. These characters are charming. I love it all, blah, blah, blah. It's great. These are great games. Then this came out, I was like, oh, okay, it's good. And then the next few kind of brought it down for me. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of the PS3 games. Just gonna throw it out there. I don't even like the PSP ones that much either. But I'm not a big fan of PSP. Next is Ghost Hunter, a very underrated game. I actually did I was going to do a video game series where I just show you all of the older games that were underrated that I want to show you. Like, I'll just talk about them, how great they are. And this was the one and only episode of that series I did. I think it's called Gors Treasure Trove of Gaming. It was stupid. But I mean, I liked it. I talked about it and I showed you some gameplay. I had very limited editing software at that point. So maybe I'll bring this back. Tell me if you would like to see something like that, because I have plenty of games that are very underrated, like Disaster Report. I would love to do an episode of Disaster Report on that, but tell me if you'd like to see that. Edited, it'll be like an 8-9 minute video average, and I talk about, oh, this game's great because it does survival, blah, 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 and I'll show you some gameplay and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, Ghost Hunter, great game. Next is Soldier of Fortune Gold Edition. Bloody? What's it? It's just a bloody, really ultra-violent shooter. And after that last Soldier of Fortune, I don't think we'll ever get another one, because that last one sucked. Next, Echo Night Beyond, a very slow-moving horror game that's kind of light on scares, but it has a very atmospheric vibe to it. And surprisingly, the graphics are actually pretty decent. I played this a couple years ago, and they kind of hold up. I think this was like 2004. And it actually does hold up. So Echo Night Beyond, I recommend that. And I'm pretty sure it's actually a sequel to a game. Next is Oni, which is a game I've never played, really. I played the first hour and I never played it again. I should, because it is made by Bungie. And of course Bungie made Halo. And I really like the style of this. And there was even like an animated cartoon that came out before this. I think it was like it was a trailer or something for this. And I was like, ooh, that looks cool. And then I played it. I'm like, I like it. It's not great, but I liked it. I didn't play it until many years later. But I think this game actually starts off with that cartoon trailer. That's probably why I saw it. Or anime trailer, I should say. But anyway, whatever. Next is Whiplash, which is, no, not that movie. Not that. This is a video game. This was the original Whiplash, the game with the rabbit and the ferret. Was it a ferret or squirrel? I don't remember. It's a fun little game. They're like both tied together, and you have to use. I think you use the rabbit as a weapon and stuff. It was fun. This is how you. I guess this is how you attack in the game. I don't know what that was. Next is Demon Stone, which is a Forgotten Realms. Demon Stone Forgotten Realms. Is this a D&D game? No, I don't think it is. Starring the voices of Patrick Stewart and Michael Clark Duncan. Rest in peace, homie. Never played it. I think I got it for like $2. Mystic Heroes. Never played this as well. I think this is based like loosely on an old like classic story or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, never played it.